I've been wondering where that went. Hey, Jordan! What's up, Marty? Big Wes Roll. Hey, Wes. How's it going? Look, I've been looking for this ladle for a hot minute because this is the one that will actually sit on the side of the pot. You know what I mean? Couldn't find it. I just took a little portable, like, smokeless inside grill apart. It was inside of it. Go figure. Hey, girl, hey. What's up, JK Love? How are you, love? Hey, Janie. Red Mother T, how are you, love? Thanks for joining. Thanks for sharing the live as well. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Olivia. Hey, Donna. What's up? Hey, girl, hey. It's so good to see you all tonight. Girl, it's been a hot minute since we've been live in the kitchen. It's been a hot minute since we've actually gotten a live in, period. I've been working my tail off, but I will wrap up my painting job down there for the interior stuff. I'll have it wrapped up between tonight and tomorrow. So, now I still have some exterior work to do down there. And I have, I think we're going to do, which there's going to be some additions going on that place. They're going to build onto the back, close in part of the deck. Because there's a 2-stage deck out there. So part of the deck's going to get closed in to make like an extra room. And then they're going to make the bathroom bigger. So what is currently the bathroom will become like a small hallway. And there'll be shelving along the left-hand side and like a folding station and stuff for clothes. And some additional storage below. And then you'll walk into what will be the massive bathroom. So that bathroom, I think he said the total, I don't know, it's like 10 by 15 or 10 by 20 or something like that. Like it's a big bathroom. Because she wants an actual tub, like a soaking tub. She's one that uses a tub. So it'll be a tub shower thing in that one. There's not many of the places here. There's not many of the tiny homes that have tubs. We could technically convert our shower into a tub, which may eventually happen. But it's still going to be the same size bathroom you got. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. If I'm laying in a tub, I don't care, you know. But it would be nicer with 2 kids to have a little and really leave us room to put another bathroom. So I don't know. We're probably going to be stuck with the 1 bathroom for the time being. The size that it is. Hey girl, hey! What's up, Uncle Joe? Hey Lynn, thanks for sharing the live. Thanks for liking and sharing. Now listen, we normally do, when we reach 500K and 500, I do a coffee mug, because I got tons of coffee mugs. I do a coffee mug giveaway, just for liking and sharing the live. That's my way of kind of giving back. So I love you, I mean it. I appreciate your likes and your shares. So 500K and 500 shares, that gets us our first coffee mug giveaway. And then we do it at 1,000 and 1,000,000. We do that too. So it's every 500. You know what I mean? So look, I was telling everybody earlier when we first got on, this ladle has been, I was looking for this for like a hot minute. Ain't been able to find it. It's the one that'll actually hang on the side of the pot, you know what I mean? So it don't slide down in there. I can't stand that when you got to go searching. So, couldn't find it. I was like, well, what has happened is it has made its way up to the lodge and just never made it back. So eventually I'll get up there to find it, right? Well, then it kind of, I hadn't needed it. So it lost train of thought, right? I go to take this grill apart. This is my smokeless grill that I'm getting ready to do the steaks on. I get ready to take my grill apart, and laying in the bottom with the cord up under everything else is the ladle. It obviously got like washed and stuck. There's no telling. There's no telling. So, I'm glad I found it though. Hey girl, hey. How you mama now? Now, this is my little smokeless, my power smokeless grill. I like this one because it's got a little fan built in here to the bottom. So it sucks all the, when you cap it over, it sucks all the little smoke from your grilling into the bottom of it, diffuses it through some water in a tray, which also catches any grease. And you don't have any smoke from the grill, so your house doesn't smell like whatever you're cooking. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Like I do bacon on this. Inside, you can't tell that I cook bacon. I do fish on this. We are just getting started. You are perfectly good. I ain't even pulled nothing out of the cabinet yet. So I'm gonna set my little grill up at the moment. Hey girl, hey. How you mom and him? So the way you do this little water tray is you put just enough water to cover the bottom of the tray. That's all you want to do. Okay? Pull the little cord out here, and it has a little divot that it sets down into. Like so, girl. Like so. Okay? Now, once that's on there, this is the grate that also catches drippings and such. So, it's easy cleanup because you just pull each piece out that has caught everything, clean it down, and throw your paper towel into the trash can, wash it, and put it up. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I ain't got time for nothing any more complicated than that. Let me see. This way, I think. Yes. So there's two divots. There's a smaller opening, and then the other end is wider, as you can see. Okay? So you just line it up. And I always put it backwards, and then I'm like, what the? Thanks, Tanda! Hey, girl, hey. Oh, I didn't tell you about my gifters. So, of course, if we meet our goals for our likes and our shares, I do a free coffee mug giveaway. If you're actually gifting tonight, you have a chance to win a prize too. So at the end of the live, if we met the 2 goals, the 3 goals that are listed up there, if we meet the goals at the end of the live, whoever the top gifter is wins a little something, something. And right now, it's some handmade goodies, like possibly something that I'm wearing. Did you notice I'm wearing something different tonight than normal? I normally have my autism boa on. It matches my coffee mug. Yes! We met a goal! I have to look and see which one it was. But tonight, since Easter is coming up, because I customize them too, you know. I'm into my 60, 70 patterns and colors right now. I'm like really digging the vibe at the moment. I don't know why. But I got my one for Easter. Yes, honey. Yes. And all of these are the custom ones. So they got the really nice heavy duty cotton towels on them. I've got quite a few made up. I might roll the cart around and let you see it in a little bit. Okay, so you put that on there. That's the grill part. Okay? See, it's got the eye. And then you plug it up. Now, let me tell you something about the plug on this one. I lost the original cord, and I was like, oh, crap. But the cord on this one is the same thing as like a computer screen cord. You know the old style computer screen cord? That's all it is. So it was easy to replace. I will tell you the one that comes with it is not quite as long as this one. I like the longer, and because y'all know I'm in a tiny home. So you can't run so many circuits at you know what I mean? You got to space out your plug-ins. Hey girl, hey! What's up? Alright. I'm not going to plug that in just yet. I'm going to hang it right y'all. Right y'all. Hey loves. That's what she said. Multifaceted. Hey girl, hey! What's up? Side-eye. They are kitchen boas, is how they're listed. Can somebody help side-eye out? I can't, like, say that actual thing where you would do that at, but you know what I mean. I'll get in trouble. Christy, you got it, love. So, hey, Skeeter. Patches, I'm getting ready to pull... Don't start. It's late. I'm getting ready to pull the meat out, and I'll show you what I'm about to cook. Tabitha, it actually won't let me there either. I will tell you that my name is Fami, Hot Mess Fami, all together. Come. How about that? Hey, girl, hey! Yes, honey, just in time for me to take a sip. And that coffee has gotten cool. Billy, thanks for reaching level 6 in the fan club. Watch what I can do when you do that. Booyah. Thanks, Billy. How you like that? Booyah. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, Charlotte in Alabama. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Lottie. Good to see you. Hey, Kayla. Thanks for the heart me. Oh, Colleen. Thank you. Thank you. I love you, mean it. Thanks for being here. Let me heat my coffee up. Coffee. That was Daddy coming in. He's been working on, what were you having to do that just now, babe? The wiring for the radio. Oh, honey. Don't you love it? Little Red. She talks to all the mannequins. Every time we go in Wally World. Shake my head. Yes! Who did the birdies? I gotta sing your name. Tanda. Hey, Casey, Leon, in South Kakalaki. Ooh, back at my home stomping ground. You were in... hey, girl, hey. I was like, how did you know she was talking to the mannequins? Maybe I made a video. Well, did you know that this was me? This was me before then? Have you been following us? Hey, Cindy! Casey, I was originally from Columbia area, and then I matriculated to the Camden Lugoff area, and then back out to West Columbia, and then Georgia. Georgia. And then back to South Carolina in Charleston, actually. So my my older kids, from when I tried to be straight, they grew up in the Piedmont area. So Isle of Palms was where, the Isle of Palms connector was where our consignment store used to be that we used to have. Sure did. Look, let me tell you, we love Charleston, but the thing is, it had gotten very, commercial. It was because it was so, vacation-esque set up, Airbnbs and that kind of thing, you lost, the local stuff and, the local business kind of stopped, and everybody wanted, brand new this. Everybody wanted Ashley furniture. Everybody wanted this furniture. Everybody, like, they wanted it all brand new because it was all showy. And that's the way that Charleston is. It's beautiful, but it's very showy. But it has become so touristy, it was hard to make those connections for like resale end for things. People would say they won't resale, but there's such a high-end market there that when people would want to consign stuff, they didn't just want to give it away for nothing. So they want you to consign it where they made a good profit on the back end. So as long as it was in good condition, which normally most of those people down there, they've got to change up decor every 6 months. So we would pick up furniture sometimes from places that were in a front living room that never got sat on. So it was brand new furniture. And they're like, here's my receipt of what I paid for it. We would price 50, 75% of retail and resell it. And then they'd still get butthurt about what they made. And then because you had such a touristy group that was constantly coming in, they would come in and love the furniture, but they're there on vacation. A lot of them didn't have the means to get it back home. The few people that did purchase, they would be like, hey, can you hold it until we're here on vacation until Sunday? This would be like Thursday. Can we pick it up on Sunday before we leave? Well, we weren't open on Sunday, but we beat them there to load furniture, you know? So it had its ups and downs. You know, it just did. All right, that's my grill grate. And I'm going to rinse my lid down. Hey, girl, hey! Real facts. Girl, we were right there on the Isle of Palms connector. Terry, yes, honey. The thing is, Charleston, a lot of Charleston is old money. So, and then, when Danny McBride Studios moved into town down there and started doing their filming in Charleston for a lot of like the Righteous Gemstones and all that kind of stuff, at that point in time, his studio was coming down to our store and purchasing pieces for the set. They were set pieces. So like the desk that John Goodman sits at in the Righteous Gemstones, that came from our store. A lot of the decor in that office scene, that came from our store. We were recognized and given like cards and letters and stuff for helping with the production of such a, you know what I mean? Like, it was cool. We did that one. We did Mr. Mercedes. What was the other one we did? The principals, vice principals, something like that they did. There was something else. I don't know. There were 4 or 5 different ones that he's done. That a lot of the set furniture you see in the different scenes came from our business. Which was really cool because it allowed us to sell those higher end pieces. You know what I mean? And kept us going for a long time. Had we still been there, like, doing it, I'm sure he'd still be coming to us to do that, too. There was a lot of times he would ask us, like, can you lease the furniture? But because we didn't own it, we couldn't do that, you know? Hey, girl, hey! What's up? Hey, Brandy! Girl, negatory. I keep her tight curled and keep the sides shaved out, and she don't get much longer than what she is right now. It's too much to manage and deal with. It is getting a little bit longer, and once she tightens the curl, it'll draw up, which is what I want. Because the little bit longer with the tighter curl gives it a little bit more fullness, which is, I want a little bit fuller fro, if that makes sense. I want my mane back. I don't know, some of you saw me back in the day when I had my longer hair, and I called it my unicorn mane because it was just like a horse's mane. It was shaved out in the sides, and it was just, you know, and I would color it sometimes different colors and that kind of stuff. And I swore that I would never do anything to my mane. And then I was like, I'm over my mane because the babies were pulling on it and it was getting really thin. And I was like, yeah, it's time for it to go. So I cut it off. And I have kept it really, really short, and I have no intentions of letting it get long again because it's a pain in the butt. Let me tell you how hot this is. I'm not used to it anymore. I have a modified mullet. When it is actually shaved out, all of this is completely gone. All the way around, of course. But we taper mine so that as it grows, because I wait 9 weeks in between my hair appointments. So we taper mine out so that as it grows, I can literally blow dry it and pull it up like I've done here. To just kind of blend it into what's going on so I can make my haircuts last longer. Now remember, I'm cosmetology too. I do cuts, colors, perms, all that stuff too. So I know how to work my hair and I know how to tell her to cut it. So that I'm like, don't mess me up, girl. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Jen. Girl, I had to get new glasses, yes. And as you can tell, looking right here, girl, it is trifocal. You see how blowed up that is, baby? My eyes have gotten real bad. Really bad. Now, I have contacts, but I only try to wear those during the day, like when Huxley's up. So, because he whacks me and bumps me constantly. You know what I mean? So, the story behind these glasses, besides the fact that they're dirty, is I'll get out. The story behind the glasses, the frames are, I went in looking for a lightweight frame, and I wanted color. I knew I wanted color. And I had to have something that was either indestructible or that if it got tore up, I could replace it easily. So I got the little warranty on these. I can bring out like however many pieces of it I find, and they'll replace everything. Because let's face it. Huxley and Rue, girl, they hell on some glasses. And no joke. So, I went through like 5 different pairs. Now, eventually, if I could get some of the different frames, I may do that. But right now, I got a pair. You know what I mean? And I got my contacts. When I went through picking them out, I was drawn to these to begin with. And then, Tammy Ward, love you, mean it. Thank you. Huxley's just playing. He's rough player. He's like all boy. Like, no joke. He climbs all over. If you sit on the floor, he's scaling your back, climbing over your head. Like, so I can't wear glasses when I'm like playing with him and stuff. It's not, And if I do have my glasses on, I just take them off and I'm like half blind when I'm playing with him. It is what it is. I can't. You know what I mean? So, let me get this one rinsed out too. What was I talking about? Squirrel? Squirrel? What was I talking about? For real? The glasses. See what I mean? My ADHD girl. I need to take my medicine. I hadn't taken my night medicine either. Here's your sign. So, when I got the frames, Marty, we'll talk about that in a minute. That's another Huxley thing. When I got the frames, all like selected for like the 5 pair that I liked, and kind of went through them, I still kept going back to this pair. And I was like, why am I drawn to this pair? I don't know. I can't figure it out. So I got them, and I got home with them. And my cousin texted me. My cousin Jennifer in Columbia. She texted me, and she said, I absolutely love your new glasses. And I said, thank you. I appreciate it. Like, just random, you know? I was like, thank you. I appreciate it. And so then she texts me back again, and she says, they kind of remind me of someone else. Protege. And that's all she said. And I was like, protege? I haven't been called protege in a long time. And the only person that I was ever called protege by was by her and my Aunt Leela and my Meemaw. because they said that I was my Meemaw's protege. These are my Meemaw's frames. These are the exact frames that my Meemaw wore. Like, she got hers from Walmart. And for years and years and years, she wore the exact same frame. So I got my Meemaw's frame. Soul connection. You know what I mean? So now, because I like constantly thinking of my Meemaw. My Meemaw's always on my mind. And that's like my sign that she's still with me. You know what I mean? And so to have her on my mind constantly, and then to catch a glimpse in the mirror every now and then of glasses, it's like, I see you. I see you. So this afternoon when we got home from school with Huxley, we were coming in and Uncle Joe had come down with Enzo. And right after I made that video, I parked the car under the carport. If you didn't see the video with Enzo and Uncle Joe this afternoon, you had to check that out. He does get out of the house. He was riding around the community with Uncle Joe. Because they go for a run around the lake and then a ride around the community. He's got to do his patrol, you know? I mean, could you imagine that 217-pound thing coming running towards you in the dark? So I get Huxley out of the car, and Uncle Joe pulls up to the carport, and Huxley's kind of leaning that way, which is kind of a sign for Huxley that he wants to go check things out. So we walk down off the carport to the truck, and Uncle Joe's got the window down, and I said, "Look, Huxley, it's Enzo." Yeah, Enzo's got a TikTok page too. He's Starlight Enzo. I said, "Come on, Enzo." I said, "Come on, Huxley, look, it's Enzo." So he reaches out and pets Enzo on the face. And then he kind of looks at his hand to make sure you don't have no slobber on it. So then he sits there and he looks for a minute. And he's kind of looking around. And he looks back at Enzo and he reaches over and he pets Enzo again. Then he pets Enzo on the top of his head. And I said, "All right." I said, "Well, tell Uncle Joe. We'll see you later. Tell him bye." And he looks at Joe and looks at Enzo and leans into Enzo. Because when you tell him to say goodbye or say goodnight, he'll lean in with his forehead for you to give him a kiss on his forehead. That's how he says goodbye. He leaned into Enzo and put his forehead right on Enzo's nose. Enzo didn't move. Still as could be. Just sat there, and Enzo did the kind of didn't like lick, but just did the, like, lick his lips. Like, "I'm kissing you. We good." And backed away, and Huxley was like, and just smiled. It was the sweetest thing ever. I wish I could have caught it on camera. He's gotten, like, with his therapy and stuff, the amount of progress that he has already made in his ABA therapy is phenomenal. Like, phenomenal. It is unbelievable. His eye contact is so much better. When you call his name, like, to attention, just to get his attention, like, it's that, and he's focused. He knows. You know what I mean? And his sign for attention, to get your attention now, because this is what they use at school for him, is because he loves to clap. So they were like, "Okay, then we're going to use the clapping. We're going to go with it. That's what you like to do, so be it." So whenever Huxley's getting your attention, he'll come up to you and he's always clapped. Always clapped. And so that's like his attention seek. So when he does that, then he pulls out his core chart thing and he picks out what he wants and he shows it to him. Full-on communication. Not verbal, but it's communication. Now, do we have it like 1,000% down? No. We're working towards the AAC device. Like, everything's going in the right direction. You know what I mean? So that's fantastic. Fantastic. Skeeter, he really is. He really is. His regulation of his emotions and stuff are so much better. We're not melting down like we used to quite as much. Now, he still has his moments. We still have meltdown moments. But they're not as severe as they were. And though they may last about as long as they used to, we can kind of breathe through them. And we found ways to hug. And, it's okay. It's all right. We're good. We're good. We're good. All good. All good. You know what I mean? Honey, I started doing that for him, and I have to do it for myself sometimes. We're good. Calm down. We're good. So it's good. It really is. It is fantastic progress. Hey, Ann, good to see you. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Mary Williams. It is really good. So, we were talking about the fact that we are lucky enough to have insurance that covers his therapy. All but like a small copay is all we have to pay for his therapy. The bill for the daily therapies, he goes 5 days a week. 5 days a week, okay? The bills for his daily therapy came in. And I'm just going to fold it over so you see the numbers and understand what I'm talking about. This is daily charge for ABA therapy. Daily charge. This is the new. It was this. It has gone to this. This is daily. That's what our insurance takes care of. And that is what I'm responsible for per day. So when I tell you that ABA therapy is accessible, but still not accessible, do you understand what I'm saying? At $2,200 a day, thank God for insurance. But that's what I'm saying. Not everybody has insurance. But you have the access for Medicaid. Medicaid will pay for this therapy. 1,000% will do this therapy if you are on Medicaid. But now they're doing so much messing with the Medicaid, how much longer are we going to have access to it? So all of his paperwork is like being processed for his disability. But we're at 5 years old before we've made it to that. You know what I mean? Okay, the limp. Yes, honey. Blue wave. You know what I mean? There is a major lack of ABA therapy, therapists available. We only have in our area, there are 3 facilities that offer it. You still have to drive to Hickory to get to any of those facilities. The next closest facility is in Statesville, which is like 3 hours from us, give or take. Then beyond that, you would have to go to Charlotte. We're not on Medicaid. I'm on Blue Cross Blue Shield. Blue Cross Blue Shield pays all but $10. We've had Blue Cross Blue Shield 7 years, 8 years now. And honey dip. What used to be like $230 a month went to a quarter, went to $607 a quarter. No, a month. Excuse me, a month. $230. That's the way it was. Because I was paying just a little over, right at $700 for per quarter. Now I have to pay $607 per month, which took me to right at $1,800 per quarter. Now, we qualify for Medicaid. So I got that, like, we just finishing up all that stuff in our disability and all that kind of stuff. So, yes. Carrie Ann, by my understanding, once they get the application process recovered, but we're still waiting on that end of things because we had to have our doctor fill out another piece of paperwork or something. We didn't have, there was one piece that was not properly done, so we had to have another piece signed. So, pain in my, because you know I don't do nothing easy. We don't do nothing easy. Alright, that's my water for my veggies. And I'm going to steam my veggies. That's why I have the little steamer basket. So I'm going to drop a little bit of salt in the water. If I can find it. Must be no, there's some in this. Daddy just filled these up. I guess I could turn some music on. I ain't even paid attention. Chris, yes. With all the technology we have, why do I have to fill out all this paperwork? You have his records from the hospital. You have all the information that you need. What? That's what the my chart thing was for. So it's not my foot, it's my back. It's to tell you exactly where it's at, it's right here. So it's probably, if I had to guess, I'm bone on bone on those bottom 5. So I probably have pinched a nerve or something. I will tell you when it happened, I went, it instantly, like within 2 seconds, went to my knees. It hurts for any bending at the waist, period. It hurts to squat. It hurts to lift. It hurts to walk. And it's hurting. It's pinched the sciatica nerve, obviously, because it's hurting into my hip and down my leg. And it happens from time to time. This one happened while I was playing with Huxley this weekend. And he wanted me to pick him up and throw him. So I do it still. And I normally put myself in the right position for lifting. You know what I mean? And spread my legs, shoulder width. You know what I mean? I tossed him up 4 or 5 times. And that last time I went to toss him, as soon as I did this, I felt it catch and I went down to my knees. And it took me Daddy had to help me get off the floor. So, that was, I think, Friday or Saturday. This is where we're at. Oh, I know it was Friday. It was Friday. It was Friday. When we got home from school. So yeah, that's where we're at. And I'm still rolling with the punches, girl. That's the way it goes, right? You gotta bend when the wind blows. Ain't that what the song says? Hey, Margaret in Tennessee. Carrie Ann, thank you, love. Hey, Big Trip, thanks for joining. Hey, Vicky. Good to see you, love. Proud Christian girl, hey, girl, hey. Hey, Peggy. So, look, we're about to cut down some prime rib roast into steaks and make some steaks. And because I got a good deal on the roast, don't play with me. Gunkle Joe, you could even have some steak. Ooh, I wish I could do the patches. I cannot, unfortunately. I'm allergic to the glue, the adhesive. Like adhesive on Band-Aids and tape, like medical tape and stuff. I can't, my body breaks out to it. So I have to use the creams. So I use the Voltaren cream, which has been working pretty good. But for this, it's not working. Like when I breathe in, it hurts. Like that's where we're at. So, I'm pressing forward. You know what I mean? Trying not to choke anybody out. I had to step back so I can see where it's at. I need my cutting board. Alright. Like that right there. Yes, honey. Look, I don't ever let anything really take me down. I hurt all day, every day. There's not a day in my life over the past like 6+ years that I've not woken up in pain and gone to bed in pain because of my back. It's gonna progress. It's gonna get worse. It is what it is. I have learned to adjust to it as I go through it. You know what I mean? So I could use a slight adjustment, but the thing is, anybody that does adjustments on me has to physically look at current x-rays and the CT scans and that kind of stuff. And I haven't had one done recently. So until I can get another one done, I can't go get any of that adjustments done. They could, one wrong adjustment and it could like paralyze me. Like that's how bad mine is. If I get in a car accident, if I get rear-ended from behind right now, within the past 5 years, if I were to have gotten or do get rear-ended, it can paralyze me. I could be in a head-on small bump collision and it could paralyze me. Like my neck is bone on bone. I'm bone on bone down between my, from number 2 to down between my shoulder blades. I'm also bone on bone with at least the last 5, and I have 2 bulging discs center back. My back is like, and it's all hereditary, honey. Cheers! Jordan, yes, honey. I've been doing my ice and heat rotations. I am doing ibuprofen. I don't do much ibuprofen. I have to be careful with ibuprofen because of my other medicines that I'm on. So I have to do Tylenol, and Tylenol is not as effective for me. It's just not. So, oh, the night lights. Those are the coolest thing. Oh, do you have a night light that I can show, Daddy? Oh, he's got the noise canceling headphones on, so he don't have to hear me. He's down there He's down there on the computer. He's making some more. Hold on, let me get one, and I'm gonna show you. Dad. You got a nightlight I can show?
Still up there in the desk.
In the desk. Hold up, wait a minute. I'm getting one. I got something else to show you too. I got a couple of the different plates, so I can show it all to you really quick before I start getting the meat out and all that stuff. Oh, here's another little bag that I made too. Isn't this cute? This is an insulated tote bag, and I did a little zipper closure on it. Isn't that adorbs? And look. Whoa! So she's reversible. She's reversible. You can flip her out this direction too. So it's a 2-in-1. How cool is that? And these are the insulated totes. So for getting your little grocery stuff, you would use it as like picnic bag. You could just still use it as an everyday bag. Girl, it'd be great as a diaper bag too. I got a diaper bag I just finished up that I gotta show you too. Hey girl, hey! But let me show you these night lights really quick. So Daddy's doing the 3D printing, okay? Watch. Let me set this thing up. So it's a little night light, right? I'm gonna have to use my extension cord right here, I think. Let's see. Actually, I can plug it in right here. No. Let me just use the extension cord. I'm talking to myself. And I answer myself. That's how we roll around here. I need to cut the light off anyway. I got to cut my light ring off for just a second, okay? Because I have to be able to show you this. Girl. You know what? I need expert advice sometimes. And I know I give it. Alright. Let me plug this up. So you plug your little night light up, right? Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum. Come on. You can do it! Turn it the other way. Girl, bye! Alright, let me cut these lights off. I'm probably going to have to cut that one off too. We'll see. Aren't you ready? Oh, let me do this one first. Oh. I don't have that one ready. I had Huxley's little thing on it, but anyways, we'll do this one first. Okay. All right. How cute! So that's the puzzle pieces in the sunflower. Now, what happens is you can get like the initial setup, which is like 15, 20 bucks. And then you can buy additional plates, which are another $5, right? So, like we could do family photos. If you have a theme. You want your little girl's picture in it, you know what I mean, for her bedroom or something. Yes! Book lover Celeste. Yes, ma'am. That's where you would find it. Right there. Where'd she say? Aren't those adorbs? There's a lot of it. And like, there's different ones. Like, there's this one that plugs in like this. There's one that's got like 3 pictures in like a cylinder shape. He can do like family photos. He can do like cows or dolphins or fish or whatever. You know what I mean? Yes, honey. Like we've got the autism. We actually have this one as well as a plate. Huxley's BU. We have Ruse, but why? As a plate. Any of my coffee mugs can be a plate. Hey girl, hey! How your mom and him? I gotta get him to do my Fami family one. He's working on a Fami family one for me, so the design was, we were hammering out the design for it. There. Yes! Ashley Foster. So the past 2 weeks have been a little spotty on what I've been on live. I've had a lot of side work going on with painting and dog sitting and family in town and just a lot going on. So this week's finally the first week I'm back to live. My plan was to have been on live last night, but by the time everybody went down and stuff, and I had so much stuff to get done down there last night at the other house where I've been painting, I was like, nope, I'm just going to go work. I tried to do it down there and it wouldn't pick up. It is what it is. You know, the signal down at her house, she doesn't have her own personal satellite, which we do. Not satellite, personal internet. Like we have a Starlink. She doesn't have one. She feeds off of like the park one. And the park internet is not strong enough inside the house to do it. Now, if I would have been out on the porch, it would have worked just fine. But I wasn't on the porch because it was too cold. Happy Nana. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, I'll fix that. Can you put them on my website? Everybody's wanting to order some. Give it just a few minutes. He'll tell me they're on. He's got to update it. Oh, Jordan, you know it, love. It's 11 p.m. Stop to meet. We've all missed each other. We've been chatting and catching up. I love you all. All right, we're at 160 likes and 54K in shares. 500K, 500. I do a coffee mug giveaway. All you got to do is tap the screen and share the live. Do it the whole time we're here. Tap like no tomorrow. Share the live and comment every now and then. When you comment, say FYP. That's all you have to do. Type in FYP, hit send, share, FYP. Share, you know what I mean? Now let's talk about it. This is a prime rib roast, okay? What I do with this is slice it down into steaks and cook them as steaks. This is Angus, and this was a great deal for this size roast. I will easily I'm not going to cut them real thick. Know what I mean? I'm going to cut them kind of thin. And this will be a nice, 5 or 6 steaks, easy. Now, if you will look at the price of meat right now, you're going to pay, if you go anywhere and try to buy Angus steaks, 2 of them. Any 2 is going to cost you around $30-ish. 28 to 32 for a good cut, okay? This entire roast was $60. $63 to be exact. The entire roast. And I can get 5 to 6 steaks out of this. Hello. That's a no-brainer. Girl, you got to make that budget split. Feed the multitudes. Ain't that what the good Lord said? Gotta feed the multitudes, baby. Tundra, good to see you, love. I hate you're under the weather. Hey, Kiki, how's it going? Oh, Gunkle Joe, there's a nasty comment over on YT that just popped up. You want to go handle that? It's Roy something. It says, you G-A-Y, ain't no way you a man. Dingleberry. Y'all, it is an all-day battle some days with me and Gunkle Joe and Daddy keeping the nasty comments off of the pages. All-day battle. Like never ending. And I don't... Like, what good did that comment do you? Honestly. What did you gain from posting that? It made your pooter pucker, didn't it? That's why you really commented. It made your pooter pucker. Mm-hmm. Made your little pooter pucker. It's just a notification. It popped up as a notification, so I saw it pop up. It's over there. It's probably on the video where I'm explaining what a FOMI is, a father and a mommy all in one, and that I can be called mama because I take on the duties of a mother and have since they were both born. It was that video. I know that's the video that it was. And the way we handle stuff like that is just block and delete. That's how we handle that. We block and delete. Ain't nobody got time for that. You wouldn't say that to my face if you saw me in public. I can bet you money that. And if you did, I'd have a quick comeback for you. I have never been, I've never been very good about biting my tongue to begin with. So, oh, they may have gotten it. They may have. But girl, if you think I'm gonna bite my tongue now, girl, bye. Ain't nobody got time for that for real. Don't forget about the YT and the FB and the IG. I'm the same name as here. There is I'm looking for my other bottle of Italian dressing is what I'm looking for. So there is a local company. I'm going to grab these seasonings out real quick. It's one of our peeps in the Lenore area. Okay, so he has his own sauce and seasonings, and since I'm doing the steaks tonight, I'm going to use his steak seasoning. We're gonna see what it's all about, girl. So, 0 calories, 0 fat, only 120 milligrams of sodium per serving, and a serving is a quarter of a teaspoon. Like, you ain't gonna eat that much of it on a steak. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Let's see what it smells like. But he's got the spices. There's a pizza topper. And then there is a steak seasoning. And then this is his barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce. Only 80 calories for the barbecue sauce for 2 tablespoons. Not bad. Sugar's a little high, but with most barbecue sauces, if it's a sweeter, it is. Hey, girl, hey! So, I want to keep the steak seasoning out. That's what I want. Alright, don't judge me. It is what it is. I put the water up back there and never turned it on. You see me rolling. You hate it. I don't have much counter space. Welcome to a tiny home. Alright, let's get that going for the veggies. I'm gonna steam some veggies back there when it heats up. I got some veggies in there. Let's cut the meat, girl. Lord have mercy on my soul. Yes, honey. Oh, pirates. Yes. Yes. Girl, don't leave this stuff sitting in the cabinet. Use it. Bye. I ain't got no place to display nothing pretty, so I got to use it in order to enjoy it. I had to limit what I kept, you know? They gave us a puzzle piece. They said we are inactive in our live. How? We're liking, sharing, commenting. Hashtag FYP. When you share, just click share and copy link. That's all you gotta do. The little blue copy link thingy. I'm sharing too at the moment. Sharon. Hey Sharon, nice to meet you. What's up? I want to send it to my story. Hey story. Okay, there we go. Oh, honey, yes. This is going to be good. My Highland Cow, that was Highland Cow something. Did you see the Highland Cow nightlight plates we have? Girl, I just showed them. They're so cute. Girl. Where'd I put it? So they go in the little... I'm not going to break the whole thing out because it's such a mess to do that at the moment. But they go into the little 3D printed. They're the 3D printed. So they slide down in the nightlight tray. And there's like, this one is the Highland Cow with the butterflies. This one is the full Highland Cow, feet and all. And the big sunflowers. I had the Highland Cow in the back of a pickup truck with the autism puzzle pieces all over the pickup truck. That one's really cute too. The little sunflower, be kind. There's another little Highland Cow. And they light up behind. It's so cute. It's so cute. So it's like $15 for the first like setup with the thing, and then you get another plate for $5. We have Huxley's little and Rue's But Why too. Well, I could do any of the mug designs too. Hey girl, hey. I'm gonna get to this. I swear. I do swan. I do swear. Oh. Well, the good thing about this live, Gunkle Joe, is I haven't played any music. You won't have any troubles on the back end. That's one way to look at it. What's up? I know, I need to play some music. Now watch, I'll play the music now and then like the last half of the live he'll be like Carmen, congratulations on the nuptials. Yas, honey. Hey, Mary, doing good? Hope you are. Girl, we just rocking along with life one day at a time. Rolling with the punches, girl. Some of them punches has been strong recently. And knocked the wind out of me. But I got back up. Hey, Ma. Love you. Savage Pride, how are you, love? Good to see you. Sonia, thanks for sharing the live. Tabby Cat, congratulations. Hey. Hey, Carrie Time. What's up? All right, I've got my bowl ready to cut these down and put them in. And then I will individually season them as I add them to my little grill. That's the way we go roll. Yes, it is 15 minutes after 11 here. And yes, I am cooking. No, it's not for tonight. It's for tomorrow night. And for tomorrow's lunches and such. Hey, Linda. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. All right. Like I said before, I want to slice these. I don't want them really, really thick, but I don't want them really, really thin. So I'm going to get my little pitchfork out. So I can do this gracefully. As gracefully as possible. We are talking about me here. You know what I mean? Let me turn you so you can see. Great grandmama, congratulations. All right, I want them about, girl, I eyeball. I think I want them about right there. Oh, I got my fork. Oh, ain't that pretty? Ain't that pretty? I need the other knife. Let me get my good knife out. That ain't the good one. But I am going to show you this. Yes, I am, girl. Yes, I am. We've hit 500 shares. Let's hit that 500K in likes. That'll release a coffee mug. Yas, honey, yas. Slap in there. Slap in there. We're going to have that right back there. So I had my, did I pull? Yeah, I did. I have my little oven mitt up under there, but it's not the one. I normally put the one with the gripper up under there, but it's MIA. All the ones I have in my drawer right now are the little crocheted ones. I don't know where the gripper one went. I have one somewhere. So the wet paper towel would probably be a better idea at the moment. Everybody's doing good. Busy as always. Huxley's therapy is going great. He's in ABA 5 days a week now. So that's going good. That alone keeps us pretty busy getting him back and forth because it is almost right at 2 hours away. Depending on traffic in the morning. But let's face it. Do remember, we live in the mountains of Western North Carolina. So, girl, that country has come out bad recently. It's my new mountain twang, I guess. I don't know. It's gotten really heavy though. But for us to get to town alone to the Wally World to do shopping, that's a 45-minute ride to an hour easily. So, we're used to driving to get to things. It's not the end of the world. You go drive at least an hour when you leave here. You know what I mean? The closest to us is actually Blowing Rock. And we can get there up the dirt road in about 20 minutes. But I don't do the dirt road, honey. Ginger Wild. Yes, honey. That happens too. When my body's starting to wear down, I get a little, I get a little twangy too. Guncle Joe, that's that Zwilling Pro. Yes, honey. This is my knife that Guncle Joe and Guncle Nate got me right when we first moved here to Starlight. And I was doing my lives. And I needed the good sharp knife. And it says, my fragrance. My fragrance of life is trust and believe, baby. Isn't that cute? I love this knife. I'm going to try to just cut them all down at this point. What's up? So I am steaming the vegetables when my water starts to boil. And it's not boiling yet. Because I have it on the small eye back there. I don't use my front eyes. Because if the kids were to run through here and grab it, it would be hot. So I only use the back eyes to cook on. And so that one's going to take a hot minute. A hot minute. I could probably put a lid on it would help. But that means I have to squat to this. And I can't really, bending is not my friend at the moment. Huh? They're on there. Okay, the night lights are now where they need to be if you want to get night lights. Know what I'm talking about? When it makes you want to throw up. You know what I mean? So this is meal prep for tomorrow. Welcome in, girl. Cut. Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, hippie chick. Back is it's messed up bad this time. I tried to throw Huxley. Well, I didn't try to. I did 4 or 5 times back to back. And then when I went to do it that last time, it took me to my knees. I twisted wrong. I bent wrong and lifted wrong. I've been very good for the past couple of years and haven't thrown my back out. If I had secrets, I'd talk. That's where I'm at right now. It hurts. And like I said, I've grown accustomed to pain. because I'm degenerative disc disease and my back goes out occasionally and I have pain every day of some sort in my back. But when it goes out like this and it's breathtaking, like when I breathe it hurts, like I just have to keep pressing on because if not, I might strangle something or somebody. Like, I could punch a hole in a wall really easy. You need demolition done? I can help. I think I could tear down probably a whole building in about an hour, very easily. Oh, hippie chick, yes, at least 2 weeks for it to get right again. So tonight, or this one is right here. And like, it's knotted. I can feel it. And like, that's the top of like my hip bone right there. My pelvic bone right there. And it's like inflamed around it. Right in that muscle. And the thing is, like, sitting makes it hurt worse. Well, this was my long day in town today. Because Rue and Huxley both had school. So I was in the car sitting a lot today. And then because I hurt, I didn't want to get up and walk. I didn't feel like getting up and walking. So I did very little of that. So tonight, she kicking my butt. Girl, I think I'm going to get more steaks out of this than I thought. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We already at 5. We're not on spring break. Nope. Our spring break is not until after, like the week after Easter, basically. So next Friday will be our last day of school before our spring break. We're all kinds of different on our scheduling up here. Welcome to the mountains of North Carolina. Like, we got to get through snow days and stuff, you know? Arlene, I probably could, but all they're going to do is tell me you've pinched your sciatic nerve, or you have a pinched nerve on this side, or you're just inflamed. And, like, I've been through this so much. I know. I keep a little, they give me a pain medication that I have that I can fill anytime that I need it. So I can get it if I need it. I don't like to take it. If I were to need it, I have access to it. So I don't fill it unless I need it. You know what I mean? And when we fill it, it's like a 5-day fill. I don't fill a full prescription. I don't like to have to take medication to begin with. I already have to take enough, you know? Phyllis, I'm degenerative disc disease. I'm bone-on-bone arthritic spurred in my lower back and my upper back from my number 2, right at the bottom of my skull, down in between my shoulder blades. And then I have 2 bulging discs center back. So I've had back issues for a long time. My mom has had the surgery. They cut her here to here and slid everything over and fused 7 in her neck. And it was 2 years to heal. And she still has very limited range of motion and still has pain and numbness in her arms and fingers and stuff. I'm like, well, that was the reason of having it. So it didn't do you any good. She's like, well, it's not as bad as it was. I was like, not for 2 years of healing. You gonna have to, you gonna have to show me more than that. You gonna have to show me more than that. That would be a negatory. Had I sent this out where it wasn't quite as cold. It wouldn't be quite as hard to cut tonight, but I didn't. I should have said it out when I started live, but... And it's not like frozen, it's just cold. Miss Kid! See, you said you can barely turn your neck. That's how my mom is. So she does this number. And I'm like, yeah, I do that when I sleep wrong. And then it goes away. You now do that all the time. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, I'll pass. That's a big old steak. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So, Tyson, I am also one that is when I do sleep and go to bed, I toss and turn. I don't sleep. So my sleep is like 2 or 3 hours in the bed at night, even if I do lay down. Simply because I can't ever stay comfortable because things go numb. So if I lay too much on this side, it's my hip and my leg go numb. Then if I pull my arm up, then my arm's numb and my fingers are numb. And then if I sleep on this side or have my head turned this way, everything down my right side goes numb. So I move all night long because things are going numb and I got to wake it up because if not, we're going to have issues. Now this morning when I went to get out of the bed, my back is so bad right now. This morning when I went to get out of the bed, I hit my knees again when I hit the floor. Like I can't, I'm going to have to give my body a little bit more time to wake up before I just go jumping out of bed. It's just not, it's not in a good spot right now. And it'll get better. It'll just take some time for that to happen. Will I let it keep me down? No. Negatory. No, you can't keep a good dog down. No, 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 no. You can't keep a good dog down. Alright, let's talk about it. We're going to keep this out for these, and I'm going to move this out the way. Hey, girl. Ginger Wild. Yes, honey. I love that movie. I love that movie. Girl, you know, as we agent ain't for the week. A for the week. It ain't for the week, baby. Alright, so I got a total of, out of that roast, I lost track. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 9 steaks out of that one roast for $60. Or I could have bought 2 steaks for $30-ish. See what I mean? The roast is the better option. You can cut your own. How about that? And it's Angus. So it's good. It's a good cut. Know what I mean? Joy, girl, I'm originally from South Carolina, out in the Lugoff, Camden area, Northeast Columbia area, growing up. And then I went to Atlanta when my husband and I met, and then we moved to Charleston, and then we went from Charleston to the western North Carolina mountains, which is where we are now and have been for almost past 4 years. So being in the mountains now, girl. Phyllis, Manning is where my people's from. Oh, Alkaloo. Yes, honey. I've been right down in the midst of Manning. Don't even. The little funeral home, right? The Thomas funeral home right there. On the Thompson. What is it? Thomas Thompson. Funeral home right down the main stretch. Oh, they buried all my people. My people is buried down there on Juneburn Lane. My papa and my meemaw had is that on South Church Street? Yes, ma'am. I know where you at. I know where you at. So my papa and my meemaw grew up down there. And you know the Joneses that owned the hardware store for all the years? The Joneses? So I worked with the Joneses' daughter years and years ago at the hospital. And we got to talking. And so they knew my people, and my people knew their people. So the Barwicks and the Bryants from that area are all my people. Hey, small world, girl, small world. Little Star Pentecostal Holiness Church, that was my people's church. Ask anybody right now about the Bryant sister singers. They'll know exactly what you're talking about. That's where a lot of my musical talent comes from, because everybody on my biological dad, that's his side of the family, everybody on that side of the family sang or played an instrument. And the harmonies in the family were unbelievable. I would love to get together with them and sing again at some point. But they would sit around on Christmas and sing Christmas carols and sing gospel hymns. And you want to talk about true family harmonies? Girl. And the sisters can sing too. Phyllis. So, when we lost my Meemaw, my plan was to be there for her service, and I didn't make it. So I definitely want to get there to visit the graveside and just to come down and kind of see what Manning is now. I know they've changed a good bit over the years. Over the years, I've watched it change, so I can only imagine what else has changed. So I would love to. I just haven't had the chance to yet. You know what I mean? Life. And a lot of my family that lived down there have matriculated like Columbia direction. My Uncle Wayne and Aunt Vicky, they lived out off Old Jewburn, somewhere further down, and they had like fields and crops and had trucking and all that kind of stuff. And my Uncle Wayne passed. But I think that my Aunt Vicky's still out there. I really don't know. Like, I haven't kept that good of contact with them, nor they me. You know what I mean? This is red wine vinaigrette, FYI. I like to drizzle some of this onto my steaks. I'm going to put my wet ingredient in here and kind of toss it around, but I don't put my dry ingredient on until I get ready to put it on the grill. Now, I think a lot of my Meemaw's people, the Barwicks, I think a lot of them are still kind of in the area. I know I've got a lot of cousins and stuff that are still out there. Evans, like the Evans family is part of my peeps. I still got a good bit of peeps out there. They're actually doing our, oh, no, that's just because I don't have the camera turned up. There's my loft. They're actually doing a family reunion, and I wasn't going to do that. And then I was like, why are you doing that? Coming up this weekend, and I was going to try to go to it, but I'm not going to make it. And it's going to be down there at the park. I can't do it this weekend. Phyllis, I probably would. It's been so long since I've been down through there. I bet I would if I was driving down it. Lynn, yes, honey. I'm going to take them. Hey, Martha. Yes, love. Everybody's doing good. Daddy's actually down there working on the computer at the moment. The kids, of course, are in bed. But everybody had school today. Rue goes 2 days a week. So, this year. Next year, she will be 5 days a week as well. So, both kids will be 5 days a week. All day long. Yes. That first day that they are both in school all day long. 5 for me. Let's go do it. Yes. I'm going to enjoy my day that day. Do you hear me? I am going to feel lost without them, but I am going to enjoy that first day because it's going to be the first day that's like no kids for a solid 8 to 3 kind of thing. In 5 years. In 5 years. A little over 5 years. So if I show up on here that day and I look all busted and hair all, it's because I ain't done nothing but lay up in the bed. I'm going to come home and I'm going to put my pajamas on and I'm gonna pile up. I used to have TLC days. Girl, I'm going to have a TLC day. You hear me? I'm going to shut all the blinds and I'm going to pile up. It is on like Donkey Kong. No joke. Yes, Miss Martha. Yes, ma'am. That do not disturb sign will go on the front door, on the front of the carport. I'll get it blown up so it sits at the front of the car. Uncle Joe will come knocking. What are you doing? Wash your sister sauce? Yes, honey. We used to wash your sister sauce. I don't even attempt that. My country mouth, don't do it. That's wash your sister sauce. Y'all don't forget. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I meant to tell y'all. The originals of my first 4 cookbooks. I have like a half a case of each left. That's all I got left. I am not restocking this edition. Let me explain why. All of these are going to be transferred over to larger hardbacks with pictures. And I will be releasing volume 5 and 6 as well. So you'll be able to get all the larger ones once we redo those as well. But if you want the originals where I hand signed every copy of them with a little message, now's your chance to grab them while I still got them. They are available at a bundle deal too. So it's like $99 for all 4, which is a drastic discount. Normally they run between $26 and $32 or $37 for depending on which volume it is. So, there you go. And yes, I do hand sign every copy. Even if you get like all 4, you know what I mean? Like I hand sign each individual one. Hey girl, hey. The Linda Sinclair. Thanks for being here, love. This little bag that I made, well, not little. It's an insulated tote. But it could be used as like an everyday bag or a diaper bag or whatever. But let me tell you something. Yes. I think I'm going to use this one myself. I'm in love with this pattern. And I've been using one the past couple of days. Yeah, this is ruse. I can't bend down to pick that up. This is ruse that they were playing with this afternoon. I'm not going to do it. That'll hurt my back. We'll get it later. I've been using one of the watermelon bags. Because I was like, it's spring's coming, you know. We're steaming now. We'll get the watermelon bag out. But I'm in love with that bee. So I think I may actually swap and do a bee tote for myself. They ain't in there. They in the Frigidaire. Let me put you on to a little something else too. Let me put you on to a little something else. This is my cauliflower, broccoli, and carrots, and I'm gonna add celery to mine. I know some of you don't like celery, but I do. And I'm gonna steam those down. This is the saute in the bag. This one right here is the one with teriyaki sauce and the little noodles. Ashley Adams, 84. Welcome, welcome, love. For all your years of being here, not saying nothing. This is fantastic. Like, I make a meal out of this. For like a quick lunch or something. IJS. They have different ones, too. They have different ones in the, at the Wally World. In the, vegetable department. Produce. That's what I was trying to think of. The word was not coming to my mouth. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Nope. I sure don't. I sure don't. Hey, girl, hey! I ain't took my medicine yet. So what am I cooking tonight? Tonight I am cooking some steak on my little grill and some steamed veggies. And I was gonna make my butter noodles, but that might happen tomorrow. And I got my friend, my local friend that does Carolina grilling, steak seasoning we're gonna try out. No, Nancy, no. This is meal prep. This is so I don't have to cook tomorrow. Cause the kids is like down, you know what I mean? Ain't in here like pulling on my pants and mama I need, mama. Rue has got, let me tell you something. I love the fact that they call me and they're comfortable with me and they love me. But there are times during the day that if I have to hear mama one more time. Girl, bye. Now I do make these myself. I do the upgraded towels. Whatnot auction. It's your best bet, IJS. We'll do that probably Saturday night. I have all kinds of Easter ones coming up. Now, I've got tomorrow. My plan is that I will get up and get. I don't know if I'm doing school tomorrow or Daddy's doing school. One of us is taking Hudson to school tomorrow, and then there's stuff to be gotten done around here. Like I've got a good bit of sewing for some custom bags and stuff that I'm working on, and I need to get finished up so I can get those sent out. Then I've got the Gunkles. I cleaned their house on Thursdays. Tomorrow's Thursday, so I've got cleaning tomorrow. And then I would like to start no later than Friday trying to get my bulbs and stuff taken care of, because I really want to get them in the ground. I'm a little fearful of us possibly having another little cold snap. A little. But there's already so much stuff budding out here already. I think we might be all right. Hopefully everything's not like tricked at the moment. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? he's down there on the computer doing some more designs. He's making night lights and stuff. Hold on, I'll show them to you in a few minutes. He's making night lights and stuff on the 3D printer. So he is working on that, designs and stuff down there. All right. We don't single hand that one at the moment. I might hurt myself. What's up? And yes, I clean at the Gunkles on a weekly basis. That's part of my income. Like, I have a couple houses in here I clean on a weekly basis. Girl, when I tell you we work, we work. Ain't no rest for the weary, baby. Ain't nobody got time for laying around. You got time to lean, you got time to clean, baby. That's what I've taught my kids too. My older kids used to, they would get so mad when I'd say that. Why do you always say that? I said, because it's the truth. It's the truth. That's why. But what I normally do is, like, I'll go up on my weekday visits up there. I go on Thursdays. And I do, like, I clean the kitchen, do the wipe down on the walls, do the little bit of dusting, and I'll do the heavy dusting every other or every third week if it needs, as it needs it. But I do a major clean every couple months, and then it's easy to maintain. And then it's like, okay, time to tear it apart and do a major clean again. So that's the way it rolls. Just like I would my own house, Hey, girl, hey! See, and Easter is like next weekend. So I'm like, we might get one more cold snap. But I think we're like pretty much there. You know what I mean? All right. It is almost midnight. So we're going to hang out until midnight. And then I'm going to call it from alive for the night. So if you want to meet the gifting goals so that we have a prize for top gifter, those are pinned. Don't forget, if you have not subscribed and you want to subscribe, to make sure that you go into my bio and do so. You also have the option to join the fan club if you so desire. I try to keep that information pinned up here, right there, so you can easily access it. We have completed one of our gifting goals. We have 2 others to go. This is the coffee mug and then the masquerade mask. So, there you go, there you go. Tonight's top gifter will receive a customized boa. I will send you a couple of towels to choose from. Easter-wise, you'll get an Easter boa. So I'll send you a couple of different Easter towels. You choose out which one you want, and you will get one. Megan, yes, I will do a video of the completed meal once it's all like complete. And I've cooked it all up. Do you string your celery? Yeah, I got to string the celery. So we've got, I am going to be in May when they do the Apple Blossom Festival in Taylorsville, North Carolina. I will be at that festival with some of my bags and stuff that I make. And then if things go decent with that one, they are the people that I'm teaming up to do that event with are talking about doing a couple other events throughout the spring and summer, and have offered me to go in with them on space, which will be tremendously better than trying to do it myself and haul a tent and set up and, you know, I like my Harry water. So, you know, I'm hoping and praying that one goes pretty good for me. When do I sleep? So, like today, for instance, I worked until 2:30, 3 o'clock, I guess it was. Came home, Rue was awake, got her up, just brought her downstairs, said screw it, put her into bed. And we slept for like a couple of hours until time to get up for school. Then we got up and we did school today. Once I dropped Huxley off at school, I went and got Rue breakfast. And while she was eating her breakfast, I catnapped in the car. And then we sat and we played games and did I Spy and stuff in like the parking lot until time for her to go to school. Then I dropped her off at school and I ran to Wally World. And then after I left Wally World, I went back and parked in the parking lot right down the road from her school. And I took another little cat nap. And then after I picked her up from school, we went to Hickory, which was 35 minutes up the road further, which is where Huxley School is at. And we parked at the Lowe's there and up under a shade tree. And Rue watched videos and movies, and I took a cat nap while she had videos, movies, and a snack. And it was kind of one of those on and off cat naps because she kept going, Mama, Mama, tea, Mama, Mama more, Mama, hey Mama, can I get, Mama. It is now almost midnight. I'm getting off of here at midnight. I will finish up cooking, and I will go down to the house that I've been painting at and finish up the last touch-ups and the cleaning tonight. I will most likely not finish until time to take Huxley to school in the morning. So I'll already be up. I'll most likely take him. Plus I have to drop off Rue's paperwork at the Preschool Readiness Center tomorrow morning, so that she's registered for school for next year. Because the online stuff's not working right. Of course it's not. And then I'll come back home and have some coffee and go clean the gunkles. And Daddy will probably go pick up Huxley tomorrow afternoon. And then I'll work on cleaning up there. And I'll come down here and work on my sewing stuff and get my projects finished up that have got to be finished and shipped out. And then I'll try to catch a little nap tomorrow afternoon at some point. Maybe. Maybe not. And then tomorrow night I won't have to work because I'll be finished with that tonight. So I'll probably be able to sleep a little bit tomorrow night, maybe. If my brain will shut down and let me. I have ADHD. And mine is so bad that I am on double medication for mine. My brain does not shut down. And when my brain does not shut down or shut up, I can't sleep. So I toss and turn. So I refuse to lay in the bed. If I'm going to be awake, I got to be doing something. So I literally work until I work myself into a tired. Plain and simple. I've worked night shift most of my life. I'm used to being up at night. Plus, the kids are down at night. It's like the only time I can get anything done. If those of you that are new here, hey girl, hey, thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. If you don't know, our 5-year-old son is level 3 nonverbal autism. And he requires 24-hour assistance. And like, if he's up, you got to be with him. There is no leaving him alone. So he has to be, you got to be on your feet with him all the time. So as long as he's up, somebody's got to be with him. And like, daddy's got to work. You know what I mean? I'm the mama. So, you know, Girl, we may go with it, you know? The other thing is, too, these are not my first children. So, I tried to be straight. I was married to a woman for 10 and a half years. Okay? She was trying too. She's now married to a woman. I'm now married to a man. My older children are 22, 23, and 29. And my grand boys are 8 and 10. And then I have a 3 and a 5-year-old. Nancy, we're cordial. As cordial as we have to be. Like, now, like, I haven't talked to her in years because my kids are grown and, like, she's not getting my money anymore, so. Just IJS. Sailor, I knew I was GAY from the time I was like 6 or 7, but I was brought up Pentecostal Holiness and Baptist and in the church like every Sunday, every Wednesday, and we were told that was a no-no and that we would burn in the HEL double hockey sticks thing, you know what I mean? Girl, I don't live by that dogma no more. I don't live by that dogma no more, you know what I mean? I'm an ordained minister myself. I tell you that you ain't got nothing to worry about. My oldest lives in Greenville area. I don't really see much out of her. She's actually my stepdaughter. I raised her from 2.5. But she doesn't see me as like her father per se. And she's always made that very well known. And unless she needed money from me was the only time I heard from her. Same thing with my middle daughter, the 23-year-old. Only time I hear from her is if she needed money, and I hadn't heard from them in a couple of years because I quit being an ATM. My son, the 22-year-old, he and his husband live in Sanford, which is about 2.5 hours from us here. He is a Marine, a sergeant in the Marines. Well, retired sergeant in the Marines. And then my son is working for Harbor Freight now. On Balfour work. And I get to see them, like, I hear from him, like, once a week, at least. He's still on my phone plan. Like, he sends me his phone bill. Like, I don't have to message him or ask him for it. You know what I mean? 5 kids and 2 grandkids. Yes. Yes, honey. So he's very responsible, has done exactly like he should do, like he's been brought up to do. You know what I mean? The others had the same advantages of him, but they didn't turn out like that. So, now as far as them actually physically getting to see us and us see them, they live because they live almost 3 hours away, we don't see them all that much. They were supposed to come up for a visit this Christmas, and because Gage, my son, was not working and they didn't have enough money, they financially could not afford to, and made the decision that it was best for them to stay at home and do Christmas. Girl, that's financial responsibility. I have raised a good human being. You know what I mean? I did it right. If you can't fiscally do it, that is fine with me. Call me and wish me Merry Christmas. Let's video FaceTime. It is all right. It is all right. You know what I mean? I grew up with family that was like, I don't care if you is about to have to go to the hospital, you better come for Christmas. I don't care if you ain't got gas money to get here, you better hitch a ride. So, there's that. Love you, Matt! Alright, ladies and gents. This little bit of garlic powder, I'm going to show you my season and then I got to get out of here. This little bit of garlic, I said a little bit. Y'all know how I mean it. I love my garlic. And then I have, I beg your garden. I love this stuff. So I'll put this on my veggies, and then I'll steam them down, and that'll be my veggies. Once they're done and my steaks are done, I will make a video of the completed product. How about that? All right, my loves. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Y'all sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. We'll be live again tomorrow night. It's I Beg Your Garden. My son, being autistic, has very limited foods that he eats. His safe foods. Rue eats absolutely anything. All right. So before we go, there's two songs that I've got to do. I know I'm dragging it out a little bit, but it is what it is. There are two songs that I've got to do. One of them is a gospel song that was requested for tonight because there are a lot of people that are going through some stuff, losses in family and such, and it's something that was requested by one of those people. So I'm doing it. I know you're in here tonight. I'm not going to say your name. I ain't going to draw you out like that. But then I'll do my Golden Girls closing song as well, because that's what we do around here. So, the first one says, is Ride Out Your Storm. I think we all going through our storms in life and from some shape, form, or another. You know what I mean? We're all dealing with something. Carly, thank you, love. And we just have to remember that if we hold on, it'll get better, you know? I'm not saying that it always gets better right instantly. You may have to go through some more stuff first, but, you know, we gonna make it through. So it says, you've been in this storm, and it seems like forever, and your nights of confusion have been oh so long. Your ship has lost anchor, and the storm's got you drifting, but the night's almost over. So ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. God's right there with you. You may not feel him, but you're not alone. You're hurting now, but your morning it's coming. Just hold on to Jesus and ride out your storm. Ride it out, baby. We're going to do it together. We'll get through it. I love you. I mean it. Thanks for being a friend, for always being here. We'll be live again tomorrow night and Thursday and Friday night. Whatnot auction on Saturday, you know. Before we get out of here, I like to tell you I love you. I mean it. And thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. And if you threw a party, invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. Bear your quality. I love you. Mean it. Thanks for stopping in. I saw you pop in. I love you. Mean it. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Till we meet again on the flip side. Onward and upward, baby. Onward and upward. Good night.